Hello everyone, this is week 5 and we're talking about curriculum-based measures. We also need to catch up and finish up with the Woodcock-Johnson 4 implementation, and then like I said we will go through, that will take a few slides, we'll go through some reliability and validity and then move on to some curriculum-based assessments and measures. And I will give you some examples and talk to you about how you can make a decision on what you want to learn about your student. These are some links to some helpful videos for each one of the assessments that we learned. And then here is activity 5. So you're going to answer one question on reliability, another one on validity, and then talk about administering curriculum-based measures, curriculum-based assessments, and commercial academic achievement tests. All of this is in your textbook, all these 3. And then you're going to talk about a task analysis and error analysis with students. That too is in your textbook, and we'll talk a little bit about it in class as well. And then finally, what type of informal assessment or curriculum-based assessment are you going to use for your assessment report? So I want to know for your work sample, I need directions, rationale, and your analysis of the student's work. And then the feedback for this week is, how are you taking care of yourself? How are you balancing work, school, and the rest of your life? And then what's next? So by the 15th, you'll read the Chapius chapter 7, and I have it right here, and the activity number 5. And by the 22nd, you'll read Overton chapter 7, which is RTI and progress monitoring, and you'll finish the IRIS module on RTI. And then the following week, week 7, you'll read Overton chapter 13, which is interpreting assessments for educational interventions, and that's basically on scoring. And then you'll be doing the IRIS module on classroom assessment, part 1 and 2. That's the progress monitoring part. And then, of course, completing all 3 of the assessments and bringing in the assessment documentation for scoring. So those are the 3 assessments. So that will take us through week 5, and you can see all your materials are there. For week 6, I've already released the response to intervention IRIS modules, and of course the reading is right there as well. So one thing that ends up coming up a lot is when you click on this second RTI IRIS module, which is on assessment, all that people keep doing are looking at the document that I have created to guide you through the assessment. And so they begin it, they go through the initial thoughts, or the challenge, the initial thoughts, and then they get to the bulk of the assessment. And then once they get to slide 12, which is the credits, or maybe they stop at page 10, which is assessments in tier 3, then they stop and they say, we can't answer the rest of the questions. There's still 2 more parts of your assessment left. So one of them is the wrap-up, and they do a really nice job pulling it through. They have a short audio from somebody, and then it's revisiting your thoughts. And then here is where the assessment is. So I've gone through and typed up all these questions for you, but now I need you to fill in based on what they have. So this is one of the questions, and then you're asked to analyze this different data. And then this is the big one. It says, below are the graphs for 3 students. View each graph and make a tiered decision for each student. The benchmark and slope criteria are those used for the WIF. Remember to use the slope calculator located in the Perspectives and Resources, page 5. So you'll have to go back here to Perspectives and Resources to page 5. You get the sloping calculator, and you can check these 3 graphs and make decisions about what the student will need. Will they need to stay on tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, or would they need to move up, or can they move back down a tier? So that's what we're looking for in that answer. And then once you're finished with that, you can hit next, and then it says you've completed this module. That's how you know you're done with a module. So now that's for the RTI one. And whoops, keep going through. And then for week 7, which is also an online class, no face-to-face, you're out in the field, you're administering the different assessments. There's 2 IRIS modules. The first one being the part 1, and it's classroom assessment. And the second one is part 2, and it is evaluating reading progress. So you need to do both of those parts because you're going to use this when you're doing the write-up for your progress monitoring of students in your final report. So it's going to give you a multi-step process for looking or for monitoring students, and both of these modules really help you learn what that is. So I highly recommend that you go through this slowly and purposefully and think about how you would apply it in your own practice. If you have any questions, let me know, but that will take us all the way up until week 8 when we come together, and that's the day that you're going to bring all your materials in, and we are just going to grade, or score, and figure out how to do the next section of our assessment reports. So let me know if you need any help, and take care. Bye.